Yo, what's up? It's your boy Kev.
It's your boy B. Lou.
Y'all are now tuned into the On the Low podcast.
Let's get it, man.
I don't know why these bitches be tripping, they all on my phone. I just be pimping, these other dudes simping. I'm making a killing, I'm chasing the millions. Yeah, I don't know why these bitches be hoes, they doing the most. I'm chasing my goals, that's how it goes. I don't know why these bitches be tripping, they all on my phone. I just be pimping, these other dudes simping. I'm making a killing, I'm chasing the millions. Yeah, I don't know why these bitches be hoes, they doing the most. I'm chasing my goals, that's how it goes. Yeah.
All right, how's everybody doing today?
Yep.
Hope everybody doing good. Feel me? We got New York in the building today. Go ahead and introduce yourself to the people.
What's going on, world? I go by the name of SNS from the Icy Gang family, live from Harlem, New York, West Harlem to be exact. You
Yes,
know,
sir. Appreciate you coming down.
Facts.
appreciate y'all for having me.
First artist from New York, I believe.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah, that
not
took the trip.
Yeah, that took the trip anyway. That's not already down here.
Yeah.
So I appreciate you coming out. Before we get into today's episode, I'm going to need everyone to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that red button. Show some love for your boys because we're out here putting in that work. There's links in the description where you can support the show. Anything sent into the show gets put right back in so we can grow. There's also a link where you can send in a voice message to the show. Anything sent in gets played right here on the show. We'll discuss whatever it is you want to talk about. What else is in that description? That's one more thing. Oh, yeah, follow the IG, official on the low. Go show some love right there.
You heard the man. That being said, let's get right on into it. We got Big Icy 2 dropping Black Friday.
yeah.
It'll be out by the time this drops, so go tap into that after you finish this episode.
Make sure you right after this episode. Make sure you gonna run that up.
Facts. Tell me a little bit about your energy for that project and what can we expect in that project?
Well, to be honest, the first version of it was like more so just a bunch of different vibes, all slappers, but just like a bunch of different vibes. Not too many B-sides on Big Icy. It was meant to be like a EP, but it kind of like grew into like a project. The first one was like around like I want to say like 9 songs, and then we did a deluxe and added more.
Yeah.
And this one was supposed to be like the same amount, but I just added up to 10 songs with a bonus.
Okay.
So 11. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much the same format. And we got pretty much the same format, just more slappers. It was supposed to wake them up in the summer, but things happened to where we had to push it to the icy time, the icy season. So
right.
I'm okay with it.
That's your element, though, right?
Yeah, I love it. I'm
So,
okay with it.
How different is it from like the first Big Icy? Like, is there any like stylistic changes you made?
I mean, more features on it this time around. I would say the beats is a lot of these beats more so knock a little more. Like I said, these is like all slappers. So you know what I'm saying. This is definitely something you could ride in your car with. Definitely something that you could play like you gearing up to go outside. You know what I mean? Dope. It's just some vibes, man. I just wanted to give some vibes on this project. Big Icy 2 don't really got too much of a whole backstory. It's one of those projects where it's just some vibes to feed the fan base with some, you know what I mean, dope records to have some fun with.
I'm definitely looking forward to that one.
Yeah,
because after doing the research, I fuck with your music. And I'm not just saying that because it's in here.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
I really like it.
No, I mean, certain people, I know, like, I have a certain fan base that's looking for, like, me to go super bar crazy. This ain't the project for that. You feel me? This is where it's straight slappers. That's why I did so much releases of just, like, me rapping and stuff like that to feed them that. But the deluxe, I got like something special for them.
So when is that project with the bars?
I mean, it's only gonna be like 1 or 2 joints on there. That's gonna be on that type of vibe anyway. Because I try to give like everybody like a favorite record. I kind of still be like, when I mean like the bars, I mean like just the cadence of the record. I mean, I kind of be giving like bars and like all of these records like when you listen to them. Yeah. But like I mean like the beat where it's like a rabbity rap type beat, you know what I'm saying? That I got that added on the deluxe. That'll be like once I see I see that they ready. Well, I'm gonna just drop it on them, to be honest. It's gonna be right. It's gonna be close to the same date, but it's gonna be close. Might be Christmas, might be, who knows.
Right. Just look out. Just follow and look out.
It's gonna be right around. Like I'm gonna spin the block right around them. Like as soon as they have fun with this for a few weeks, and then boom, the deluxe. You know what I'm saying? But,
okay.
You know what I mean? I already know this one is gonna be like from just off. Like I said, it's something you can ride around to, gear up to go out with. It's some vibes on there, man. Some slappers on there. Some real slappers on there.
Definitely looking forward to that one. Tell me a little bit about Icy Gang Records. Like, how did that come to start?
I mean, to be honest, it's formed by the three amigos, me, myself, Rich Ice, Fly Ty, and then you got my guy Fly the Mayor, who kind of came from his lyric. To be honest, he had a lyric in his rhyme, and he said we the Icy Gang, and we just ran with that. To be honest, me coming up, I always was like a super Gucci Mane fan, and I used to like. In my era coming up in New York City, we used to wear like the Pele jackets with like a lot of stones on them, and then like we had BBs and stuff like that. So I used to always call myself the iciest, and you know that just fit right then and there. And ever since then, we just been we the coldest. Can we curse on it?
You say whatever you want.
We the coldest niggas out.
Yeah, it's uncensored on the low. we don't cut anything out. We say whatever we want, whatever come to mind.
Yeah, exactly. we the coldest niggas out, man. So. Just some guys from Harlem. We trying to give it like the new Diplomat type of vibe. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So tell me a little bit about coming up in Harlem and trying to do music. Like, what were some of the struggles of that?
The struggles is you had to be like consistent and be dope, or niggas will fry you. Niggas will roast your music, and you'll be the butt of the joke for a minute. So you got to be like in the beginning when. I was pretty shy when I was trying to put out music and shit like that, but after a while, like once the first song my first song recorded, it hit the radio. So at that point, I couldn't stop doing music or something like that. Everybody already hearing it, and so at that point, I had to keep going, because if you get known for and at that time, you like a one-hit wonder to the streets, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So if you that, they'll start roasting you for that, you know what I'm saying? So I had to keep going at that point and be in their faces. And once it was hitting the radio, it was kind of separating me from some of the artists that was coming up in Harlem that was like, they was doing music, but they was getting played just only at like playgrounds, dope events that we had coming up, you know what I'm saying? So me, myself, I was getting all that plus radio. It was only a few of us that was doing that, so I had to keep going from then on.
Who were some other artists coming up in Harlem at like the same time as you?
Well, I'm like at the tail end of this generation. That's Dub Aura, my guy Naka, H the Boss, you Ferg, who else? Young B, Webstar, Rob, like the T-Rexes and all of them, they all lit. T-Rex, Murder Mook, they all lit at this time. Like they all I'm like the baby of that era right there.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So while I'm just getting my feet wet, all of these people was like popping in my town already. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So when I got played on the radio, that kind of like sped up my litness, you know what I'm saying? So people already like, I'm already like somebody outside, but it's like now that the song is like spreading, people taking my music a lot more serious and stuff like that. So
okay, so so you said your music was on the radio. How'd you get it on the radio?
I'm not gonna lie, I can't tell you. It was like LimeWire was popping at the time. So
LimeWire, okay.
Yeah, so Cypher Sounds was the first person to play it on the radio, and he was playing it because he liked the record, and he found out who I was, and then he played it some more, you know what I'm saying? And we've been tight ever since. So from him playing it, then the other DJs started to play it, and then I had to keep delivering more music. You know what I mean? And just stay consistent.
Right. When you made that first song, did you even know it was going to get the traction it did?
Nah, because I was shy. You know what I'm saying? I was shy, like, to put out music. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I knew I wanted to do, like, I loved music. I loved recording, but, like, I didn't want to, I was just too shy to put my music out. I was too worried about what people was going to think and stuff like that. So I was shy. So when it was on the radio and people hitting me, I'm like, damn, now I gotta approach everybody like I'm a rapper. You know what I'm saying? So that was the only challenge for me.
So at that point, it was just like local radio shows that playing it, or
I mean, nah, this was on Hot 97.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so my first radio spin was on the biggest hip hop radio station in my city. So
that's fire.
So at that point I had to keep going. You know what I'm saying? You was gonna be looked at. They was gonna look at you as a rapper regardless because you on the radio, you got a song rocking. So they gonna see, all right, what's next? You know what I'm saying? So I had to just keep going and keep dropping records, start really moving like a rapper.
Word. I fuck with it. Like when did the like hustle really start coming into it?
I want to say like I didn't really start thinking I could really like make money off this because at a certain point in time when I'm starting, I'm thinking like the money coming like after you get like a record deal and stuff like that. I didn't see a lot of people independent, like, you know what I'm saying, really like flourishing like that. And if they was, I didn't know them. It was like people like Tech Nine and stuff like that at the time. So I wasn't really privy to their music. I knew their name, but their music wasn't for me. So for somebody that I'm looking to, I couldn't see nobody that really was doing taking independence to like the next level and flourishing. Everybody was on major labels. So I didn't really think that money was going to come in until I got a record deal. You know what I'm saying? And I used to think like the record deal, when you sign that record deal, your life is supposed to change right then and there. You know what I'm saying? That's like the perception in the hood. Like, you know what I mean? Right. Once you sign that record label, your life is supposed to change. We're not even supposed to be seeing you do the same things anymore once we find out you got a deal. Yeah. And if you are, now we start questioning, did you really get a deal? That's when they start frying you, like you said. Yeah, they start frying you, you know what I'm saying? You doing the same moves. We don't see you on no nothing. Like, you just got that. Nah, we gonna start frying you. Then the joke, you don't hear the joke until you feel yourself not really doing nothing after the deal. Like once you feel it, the joke get louder and louder in Harlem. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it start off like behind your back. You know what I'm saying? And then the more people that's saying it, the more people that's telling it, that's when you start hearing it.
Right. You know when it spins back to you, right?
Hell yeah. So I ain't really start seeing money. Like in the beginning, like I think I would say like 20, the first time I seen any money, I started charging people like $100, $150 a feature. It was like 2012. Like 2012. But from the time of my first record to then, a lot of my records started getting played on the radio and stuff like that. But I didn't know my worth at the time as far as like just radio spins and stuff like that. I didn't know my worth at the time. I was putting in a lot of pain in hindsight because I'm doing like, this is before, like when I start dropping like official mixtapes, the first two was like called Frightening Friday. So it's Frightening Friday 1, Frightening Friday 2. They just freestyles, you know what I'm saying? Because in the beginning, I'm making a majority like only party records, you know what I'm saying? Until a little while later, and then I wanted to like drop freestyles every week just to perfect my pen. You know what I'm saying? My pops was against it, but I ain't listened to him. I did it anyway. Yeah. And it actually worked for me. You know what I'm saying? People start to have some type of anticipation for like a real official mixtape when like the music is coming in, the official like original music. Before I was putting them on Dat Piff and stuff like that, I used to want to, I used to have like Zippy Share or one of them joints back, like, you know what I mean, where you couldn't really listen to the project. You had to just like download it first. Yeah. And then listen, then whatever came in the zip folder is what you listen to. Yeah.
You really came up in like a different era.
Yeah, bro. I was just trying to do, I felt like a lot of things was ran by like, you know, the industry. Like I said, I didn't believe in the independent grind yet. So I basically was making a way for myself to be heard until like the Dat Piffs and Spin Realers and my mixtapes come in. I'm doing that and SoundCloud. When that start coming in, then I start seeing some money. You know what I'm saying? When you can start seeing like more so the numbers and things like that too, where they could see it. Like on Zippy Share, you go by downloads. I was killing with downloads though. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But nobody else was doing that. So it was like, it was like I was just in like a class by myself.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? I had to go where everybody else was mostly receiving music, which was Dat Piff, Spinrilla, Spotify at the time. I was doing SoundCloud. Labels didn't care about SoundCloud at the time. Yeah. So I had to stay over there on Dat Piff, Spinrilla, my mixtapes. And then it was like, oh, we doing Apple Music, iTunes, we doing this now. I had to do that. When the money really started coming in, I had like 2016. Now I'm starting to see, I had dropped a record called Bag Talk, and right before Bag Talk, my like while Bag Talk is growing, like this Love Come Down was growing at the same time. So like now people starting to pay me for like real mad bookings and like clubs and all the other places. Before it was just like features here and there. Again, I wasn't at that point. I'm already realized my worth 100% at this point. Yeah. Because in 2016 I felt like I was already in a big position, but I was in like a standstill part of my career. I felt like people was trying to cast me out. People was trying to not treat me as royal as I was a few years before that. So when I dropped Bag Talk, which is at the end of 2016, things start spinning, turning around. People start trying to be my best friend. Yeah. Then Love Come Down happens like right after that. So then it's like from that point on, I was seeing money from rap, period.
That's tough. That's a crazy like story too, just to listen. But I'm glad you brought up the Love Come Down. That was your first like video to get 1 million views. Yeah, YouTube,
for sure. Organically, I ain't even because I stopped promoting that song at, like the video after 100,000. I'm thinking like 100,000 is like the mark. I'm like, okay, you know what I mean? Once 100,000, I'm like I can start like posting other records and stuff like that. Yeah, but like years later, it just hit that mill. So, you know, shouts to that. Shouts to everybody that supported the record. It still get played. It still get still on TikTok going crazy and Instagram Reels going crazy. So
I remember when that sound was first going viral.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it's like it helped me do a lot of things. It helped me going Wildin' Out. It helped me perform at the Universal Soul Circus. It helped me perform like all over my town and other places. CIAA, Charlotte was like, I was killing at that point. Atlanta was showing love. So, a lot of people was showing love to the record, and a lot of, I gained a lot of like support from like DJs and the other people like that after, because with records like that, it showed them like a breath of fresh air. So they seen my versatility from me being able to do records like that easily to having like trap records to being a MC, wordsmith, and to see the versatility the DJs was starting to give me their full support. Yeah. And
so what's some of your give me your 3 favorite performances that you've done?
Ooh, that's crazy. I ain't gonna lie, because I did some major performances.
Yeah, I was gonna say 1, but I knew you did a couple. That's why I said 3.
Man, oh damn. All right, so it gotta be Wildin' Out, because it's like that's MTV. That's like, and that's low key bucket list. I'm thinking like, yo, that's not even gonna come until I get on. Like, you know, I'm like, when I get on, because Harlem niggas we funny, I'm gonna get ready to go to Wildin' Out, and you know what I'm saying, just to do it. But it happened like while I'm on like the grind, like on the independent grind. Yeah. Also, to another way to answer that question about the independence and to know it was a hustle, like, when you start seeing people consistently paying you and you finding other outlets, other ways to like, you throwing your own events and they paying to come to them joints, you selling merch, you like doing all that, I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Like I was able to like get a new crib with just features and stuff like that. So things like that, you start seeing that you start seeing that shit become like a real full hustle. But yeah, like after Love Come Down and shit like that, bro, I just seen the transition. Like, you know what I'm saying? I seen that transition. I always have to say Love Come Down with Wildin' Out was the first major one. Well, not first, but definitely a major one. I gotta say, it might be, I ain't gonna lie, my BET Music Matters performance, I performed for BET Music Matters. I was like, I did A3C first, and then they saw me out there, and they was like, yo, come out here and do that. I'm like, oh hell yeah! Like in the city, do BT with the band. That was the first time me performing with like a band behind me too. I think I want to do more of that too, like on certain venues and stuff like that. I might want to fuck with the band. The band is dope. That's like next level.
That's like real live music.
Hell yeah! When you see them bring whatever beat that you had on your record, and they see you bring it to life, and they adding their little like extra melodies on top of that shit is fire.
Yeah,
so
that's dope.
I definitely have to say BET Music Matters. And it's a toss up between this Barclays Center that I just performed at recently. I just performed at the Barclays.
Fire.
And then I opened up for Ross in North Carolina at the Fillmore. That was like special too. I
saw you were a fan of Ross.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of Ross. He's like my top 10 rappers.
Okay.
Yeah, like I'm a huge fan of Ross. I love the way he puts his projects together. And me and him got the same birthday. We both January 28th. Me, him, and J. Cole, actually.
Oh, that's tough.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, that is J. Cole's birthday. He got a song called January 28th.
Yeah, facts. I love that song. Oh, dear. So I'm a huge fan of Ross. I love his leadership. I love, I love his lyrical ability. I love the beats that he picked.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? I think he's stamped as a legend already. You know what I mean? He's just one of my favorites. You know what I mean? I think those are my 3 favorites. I might be missing. I done did so much. I might be missing something. I feel like I might be missing a performance, but those are 3 that come to my mind right now. Wildin' Out, the BET Music Matters joint, and it's a toss up between the Barclays and me opening up for Ross.
Okay, so those are your 3 favorite performances. Now give me your 3 favorite cities you've been to.
Okay, now the 3 favorite cities I've been to. It's definitely LA, man. I ain't gonna lie. LA is a vibe, bro. LA is a vibe. I wouldn't live there, but I love to visit there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like when we went out there, it was definitely for the first time, it was a life-changing experience. We recorded some dope music. I recorded in one of Young Thug studios out there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Free Thug, Free YSL.
All them boys.
Yeah, definitely. Another one of my favorites. So we just the weather. We drove around we drove around like a whole area full of mansions, just getting inspired. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like we seen people like with their doors open just willingly, like
damn,
yeah, front door wide open,
wide open. I'm like, yeah, that shit can't happen where I'm
Sun
from.
coming down, don't give a fuck, right?
Right. You know what I'm saying? We walked on Venice Beach. You know what I'm saying? We had to go to Cookies and go crazy. We might spend like $1,000 in Cookies. It's a long word.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So we definitely was smoking the finest of the finest. We definitely hit Noble just to you know what I mean? Had to do Noble. I ain't gonna lie. I might not ever do Noble again. I don't like the food, but
okay.
I did it to just say it and I could put it in my raps, you know what I'm saying?
Something to rap about, right?
Something to rap about.
Check it off the list.
Cool dope shit to rap about. We definitely had to go to the Walk of Fame, see the stars. I had to go see 50. I had to see 50.
Yeah.
50 like one of my goats, so I had to go see 50 star. It was like brand new, so I think it was only like a few months to a year old.
Oh, wow.
So when we went, I'm like, I had to go see 50. I walked past Mike, Mary J. Blige,
Right.
Usher, everybody. I'm like, had to take a picture at this 50 one. You know what I'm saying? That was just some New York shit. You know what I'm saying? And if you know 50's story, you know that's just like legendary in itself to know what he been through. And that star on the Walk of Fame was just fire. So I had to go. We had to go see that. We did mad shit. We going back, man. That's definitely one of my favorite cities. Atlanta, I ain't gonna lie, Atlanta, because they just show love, bro. They show love, man. Like,
I hear that a lot about Atlanta.
Yeah, bro. They hospitality is really like, it's dope, bro.
And Southern hospitality.
Yeah, and like from different age ranges too, because when you an artist that sound like where you from, they really rock with you. Like they rock with your vibe. They rock with originality. They support what you got going on, even if you're not even at a level where they think it's guaranteed. If they just see you got a plan, they supporting it. You know what I'm saying? So I love that about Atlanta. And then their nightlife is then like New York nightlife, so I love that too. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I just love their hospitality, bro, and their food is amazing.
Okay, yeah, I can definitely agree with that. The food out in Georgia is different.
Yeah, food is fire. So you know what I'm saying. That's my second. I ain't gonna lie, man. I love Philly. Like Philly's like my favorite. Just on some. They show me a lot of love too, and it's kind of always been one of my favorite states as far as like rapping. Yeah. Growing up, that's always been like one of my favorite. From, I'm a huge State Property fan. I was definitely a Major Figures fan. Like Dutch is one of my favorites out there in Philly. I was a huge Meek fan. Like I put mad niggas on the Meek like when Meek was first coming up.
Nappy Braids Meek.
Yeah. So I was like, super Nappy Braids Meek, Mr. Philadelphia Meek, Flamers 1, 2, and 3 Meek. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't gonna lie. Like I was on him early. He kind of like me being a fan of him is what kind of like started our actual relationship. Like I was. He had put out I'm a Boss like early. I just signed when he signed to Ross, I felt like I made it. You feel me? That's how much of a fan I was of Meek already at the time. So when he signed to Ross, I knew he was going to be where he's at right now. You know what I'm saying? I knew that because like he had all the qualities and he was already buzzing in Philly. Like he was already somebody in Philly. So when Ross signed him, they did a record called Rose Red like right before that.
Fire.
You know what I'm saying? And then this was Ross was like the hottest in the game, so he was on it. Vado was hot in Harlem, OD at the time. So and then T.I. was fresh from jail, so he was hot. So he had all of them on the remix. Fire. Wasn't nobody playing that but K Slade, God bless his soul. Like he was the only DJ I heard in New York playing that record. So shout outs to K Slade. He kind of like introduced all those type of artists to you. You know what I'm saying? So me being a fan like that, my pops, I sent my pops I'm a Boss. Meek was in Philly, played it. Meek walked up to my pops. They chopped it up. His one of his old heads, Phil, he knew my pops, and Coon, they knew my pops. So they kind of linked. Jalil was there, so they linked. My pops told him that I'll put him on, I'll rock with him. Yeah. Meek was like, yo, tell your son I appreciate it. He's like, yo, he'd love to do a record with you. He's like, so send it in. Meek just got signed to Ross. So he not thinking it's going to be like that soon. Yeah. My pop seen Meek on a few different occasions. Meek kept asking and reminding him, like, yo, what's up with the verse for your son? What's up with the record with your son? My pop's like, yo, he's serious. So he just sent them a beat. Meek sent it back the next day. Like, I ain't even do my verse or nothing yet. You feel me? Like, he sent his verse in. And ever since then, we've been solid. We've been rocking. Fire. So shout outs to Meek.
Yeah, shout out Meek.
Yeah, shout out to Meek.
He's been in my top 3 since goddamn.
What? Yeah. I used to bump that Meek heavy. That rat, I used to rap that shit in the shower. My mom telling me, "Shut up, nigga." But what? You a snitch and you a rat the whole time.
They don't know about that.
Yeah, Flamers 2 was like right when I got put on the Meek.
Hottest in the city. They don't know about that. They don't know about that hard in the paint freestyles.
That make them say.
That make them say.
I'm about to listen to all that shit.
That's where Rose Red come from.
What was the other Indian Bounce? That joint was crazy.
Indian Bounce is crazy. That was in my playlist heavy. Yeah, I ain't gonna front. All his Cosmic Chaos freestyles was tough.
Fact. Yeah. All of his freestyles were tough.
Yeah, all his freestyles were tough. I ain't gonna lie. I loved the beef with him and Reed. They was going crazy. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, I loved a lot of Philly rappers. So, you know what I'm saying? When Philly just showed me that love, I've been rocking with them. So for them to show me love and be wanting me to come out there, like I got a performance out there December 9th. So they've been rocking with me. Shouts to Philly. That's like my favorite area.
December 9th. If I don't got nothing going on, I might have to pop out.
Yeah, man. I
think we do.
Yeah.
Trying to think of schedule.
I ain't gonna lie, I gotta keep coming out to Delaware because I got some guys out here in Delaware and they be telling me, I know when I came out here before, it was lit. I ain't gonna lie, we had a dope ass showcase that night. It was my man Hero's showcase.
Shout out to Hero.
Yeah, that's my boy. Yeah. So when we came out here, him and my man Cito, they was turning up. You know what I'm saying? So
shout out Cito.
Yeah. Me and Cito got a record on his project. It's going from Delaware to Harlem. So we about to shoot the video to that and all that. I'm gonna be with them guys today. So they definitely be keeping me in tune and shit like that. So I gotta keep coming out here.
Yeah, Cito a good dude, bro. He know how to get lit. That boy.
Cito's a good
that boy know how to get lit.
that boy
and Hero always showing love. Shout out Hero, man.
They talented, bro. They talented.
Nah, facts. All right, we're gonna switch gears real quick because I got a question. We like to talk dating on this podcast a little bit, talk women, talk music, all that good stuff. Yeah. You single, bro?
Nah, I'm in a lovely relationship with a Latin mommy. Super sexy Latin mommy.
Good.
You got your Latin mommy?
Not to myself. not to myself. Not at the moment. I don't. If I'm being honest.
You gotta get you one, man. You gotta get you one.
But yeah. I mean, all right. Let me change the question then, because
just reword it.
Yeah, because I was without. All right, this is what I was gonna ask: is how do you differentiate between the girls who want you for clout and the girls who want you for?
I can still answer those. Like, yeah, I mean, but you got like. It be, to be honest, you gotta kind of like interview them, and the interview don't go for a day. Like, you know,
it's a month-long process.
You gotta keep screening them. You kind of keep chopping it up, picking their brain and shit like that to see what time they on before you know what I'm saying, really start investing in this, like invest in real time and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? You know they're gonna try to catch you early with the dates early. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I mean, you could use them few dates to. It's up to you. You can use them few dates to pick her brain and just see where she at with it. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, a lot of niggas love to get fooled by the female if she fire. If she fire, then they get fooled by that. Then they go off that. Then next few months they like, oh, this bitch is crazy. You know what I mean? So you gotta just
losing their shit.
You gotta just really just interview them and get to know them. You don't gotta just jump in a relationship with them or just start speeding. You know what I mean? Definitely gotta get to know them, pick their brains, see they likes and don't like, see they plans. Because if it's a female with no plan, she just bad. You know what I mean? You know that ain't something you want to take serious. So you got to get to know them. Don't let them trick you into just trying to be in a relationship with them fast.
You spitting.
Definitely spitting.
Especially about taking time. Like I feel like one thing that like fucks up relationships the most is they just rush into shit.
Yeah, I be trying to say that to females all the time. Like you don't have to rush into a relationship. I feel like they be wanting to rush in a relationship to do certain things that they feel like they would judge themselves if they wasn't in a relationship doing this. Like they want to have sex with men and stuff and shit like that. With like they feel like they got to be in a relationship to do so. Like they, you know what I'm saying, or do certain things. Like you don't got to. You could just get to know this man same way he get to know you. Don't rush nothing. Have some fun and see where it goes. You know what I'm saying? Because the same way I'm saying you could they got to interview you. You could be interviewing them, and if the nigga turn out to be a clown ass nigga, then you know you get your answer right there. You got to skate. Right. You know what I'm saying? Don't jump in and then start trying to. They also, I think, certain females also jump in relationships for the look of being in a relationship
on status
Instagram.
Of it,
yeah, like to post on Instagram, to post out on dates, to post this, post lovey-dovey flicks, matching outfits and
the matching ones,
all that type of shit. I think
all that corny shit.
Yeah, I think all that's what they jump in it for. You know what I'm saying? And then next few months, the same flicks after that. Now she throwing subs at her nigga. Now we all know exactly who she talking about because of all. You know what I'm saying? Because, so
then
it's
they
like,
back together 2 weeks after.
Yeah, so
you know how it go.
So that's why you gotta really, you know what I mean? You gotta just, you know what I mean, spoon feed that shit. You can't just jump in that shit, bro, because then you're gonna just waste your time and money.
That's a fact. They will definitely. You know what I come to realize is that women will waste your time and money and not give a fuck.
A single fuck.
They will not care. Just go find somebody who got more time and more money.
And they don't, and won't give you no real explanation if you wasn't. That's why I be wanting niggas to do the same thing, bro. Like females, if you see them with another nigga and they just cuff this nigga, whatever, this they man now. Whatever they was doing with you was whatever they was doing with you. Yeah. You see them pop out, they with they nigga. Now they ain't giving you no explanation, nothing.
Nothing,
I mean?
yo.
You do that to them.
Oh, no.
They need full blown, yo, what happened? Fuck out of here. I'm give you no explanation. You're not even mine.
Right.
Thanks.
You know what I mean? Like, I ain't gonna front. You do that, like, then you foul, you a dog and all that shit. Like, you know what I mean? I think women, you know what I mean? They move the goalposts, but like, I think shit, we do too sometimes. So fuck it.
Oh yeah. We definitely be on some bullshit sometimes.
Yeah, like you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Niggas I know, I don't be like this. I never was like this, but I know niggas like this that want a female to be faithful to him, like faithful to him.
Oh yeah.
And then you just like I'm talking about some like yo, extra on him. Yo, where you going? What you doing? Like what you know what I mean? On him like
yeah.
And then it's like
he doing what he do. Yeah.
You gotta if you doing what you doing, you gotta just whatever that come with that shit. You gotta either charge it to the game or leave. Don't go extra crazy and then doing it because then I'm gonna think there's something wrong with you a little bit. Like you going extra crazy when you know You know,
here's my thing. My thing is, if you're gonna, it's one thing to be like, all right, I don't want you outside doing this. You my girl. But if you're gonna go outside, like if you're gonna really go outside, tell her. That's how I am.
I ain't gonna front. Yeah, tell her.
Let her know. You gotta tell her the truth. Granted, most women, they're not gonna be able to take it.
They never can. They never can.
They're not gonna be able to take it.
They never can.
But for you to have your little disclaimer, you got to cover your ass. So tell her.
Yeah. You got, like that's
crazy.
The
way I look at it.
Yeah, that's a fact. You know what I mean? It's just I'm big on fairness, so I be, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I don't be trying to I don't want to move the goalposts. I respect the game, but that don't mean that if I'm playing, if I'm fucking around and then I can't, if she fucking around, I can't just go super haywire. I got to choose to charge it to the game or leave. It's one or the other.
Fact.
But going super haywire when you know you doing, when you know you doing, it just don't. It mentally it don't sound right. You feel me?
Facts.
What if somebody knows that you out here you going crazy and then you just go extra crazy? Like, you feel me? It's like, yo, bro, you do know,
right?
You know what I'm saying?
I don't understand going extra crazy about anything either, too. Just leave. Like you said,
leave,
just
bro.
leave.
I ain't gonna lie, just leave. I feel like that hurt more anyway.
Going crazy?
It hurt more going crazy? Yeah.
No, it hurt more leaving. Going crazy don't mean nothing. You get the rise that she want.
Yeah.
Like, especially if she know you was fucking up.
Yeah.
If she know you was fucking up and she get you with that good get back, she wants you to do
That's
all
exactly
the going
what
crazy.
she wanted.
That's the reason she did it.
She knows she
want
won.
all that. You feel me?
That is true.
Yeah, you gotta just, you feel me? You gotta keep it player.
That's a fact. Because that would definitely hurt her more, the fact that she did that and you was just like, bye, and just walked away.
Yeah, because now it's like, now she might spin on you like, I was doing this to get a certain reaction out of you. It didn't work. Let's talk about this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because men know damn well that shit don't work with us, bro. You try your hardest to because you look stupid when you do it. Like when you try your hardest to get back to a female, especially if she don't give a fuck. Unless you get a best friend or some shit. You get a best friend, sister,
get her on board. Yeah.
You hit one of those.
Yup.
Then that's get back for real.
Right.
Yeah.
You hit one of those, that's get back. Sister, moms, best friend. Yeah. One of those is get back.
Exactly.
You talk now. If you just with another girl that she don't know, you just trying to be all in the camera, posting, trying to make it seem like you over her. Bro, she don't give a fuck about shit like that, bro.
Exactly.
You look dumb. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You look dumb. I think that shit is weak. That shit weak.
So what do you think is something that makes a relationship work? Since you're in a relationship, so what do you think is key to making it work?
Bro, I ain't gonna lie, you gotta just pick your battles. That's what I learned. You gotta
That's a good
pick
answer.
your
That was a
battles.
great answer.
That's a good answer.
And you never know. You're not gonna always know which battles to pick. You're gonna take some else where it's like, oh shit, I shouldn't have said this right here.
Yup.
You know what I'm saying? But like, that's just life, bro. You're gonna have to learn that shit. You know what I mean? Definitely be fair. You got definitely communication. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Trust, because trust could, I ain't gonna lie, trust.
That's a big one.
Yeah, because it's like, I ain't gonna front, man. That'll make things go left a lot of times. Trust me, you know what I'm saying? So like,
a lot of men don't have trust out here too.
Shit, a lot of women don't got trust neither. You know what I'm saying?
Nobody has trust.
Yeah, it's
Let's
like,
talk
you
about
feel
it.
me? Nigga be looking with they third eye on the joint. Yeah. So in the female, same way. You know what I'm saying? Especially like, you gotta think like in this entertainment business. It makes it worse.
Yeah.
I blame Love and Hip Hop though. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh yeah.
I blame Love and Hip Hop.
Love and Hip Hop definitely can take some of that blame.
I blame Love and Hip Hop, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Yo, Mona, you made it look like this is how shit go. For real.
Yeah.
A lot of unrealistic expectations.
There's a whole lot of that.
Now you inspiring girls to do pop-ups at places they shouldn't be at for no reason, just for unnecessary smoke. Mona, you feel me? They just
Right. Set them all up for failure.
Love and Hip Hop make that shit extra crazy, bro. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta think about it like, I say y'all doing this, say it now, say this shit syndicated over 50 states. Y'all lit. Ooh. Y'all start doing shit on the higher platforms like a Viacom. You doing shit on MTV, BET.
Yeah.
Now y'all on TV every week.
It just amplify it. Like everything's
now
amplified.
Y'all gotta go to some of them industry parties.
Nah,
yeah, I can't have it. So,
it's on you. That's it's not for the week.
I had a question. I forgot exactly what I was going to ask, but we can move on. That shit just escaped my mind quick.
y'all start smoking.
I did smoke today. That's probably it.
Word.
All right, so you have any kids?
Nah.
All right, so
team pull out.
Right.
Right here with you, brother. All right, so let's say you had a son hypothetically in the future. What advice do you give him coming up?
Team pull out is crazy. Oh, fuck it.
That shit was a little crazy, I'm not gonna lie. But all right, let's say you have a son in the future. What advice do you give him coming up in today's society with social media? Like, everything's crazy. They all in everybody's face.
I ain't gonna lie. It's a few things. One, I kind of want, if God willing, if I do have a son, because I feel like it's a daughter in my future, but I'm going to speak that.
Like the whole what?
But hopefully, God willing, I do have a son. I got to teach him a bunch of things. Like one, like certain principles got to be kept. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want my son to do anything for attention, because attention is what causes a lot of people to do a lot of things. Like, people will throw their friendship away for clout right now. Same friend you could really be calling and black on them if you feel like it's a problem or whatever. They will skip that part and go straight to the gram, bro. And they just post everything right then and there. Like, you can't call that person. And then you gotta. I want my son to also, you know what I mean, have a heart, but like, I gotta keep him stern and keep him strong in this era, because this era is pretty soft. I ain't gonna lie, like, you know what I'm saying, like,
soft.
We can't even enjoy the same things anymore because people's feelings get hurt and things like that.
Yeah, and I'm starting to realize that in today's world, you can't even tell the truth anymore without hurting someone's feelings. Yeah, and that's scary.
Yeah, it's we in a crazy time, so it's like, I want him to be aware of those type of things. Yeah. You know what I mean? Definitely be aware of you being an important human being on this earth, because you black. When it comes with a lot of things, though, you know what I'm saying? It comes with a lot of things that you're gonna have to bear because of the color of your skin. You gotta understand what comes with. It's gonna be a lot of judgment. You know what I'm saying? There's gonna be a lot of, you might grow up, well, he ain't gonna grow up needing to be in no cab, but let's say he do. You know what I'm saying? He gets to the cab from one place to another. You know what I mean? You go in there, you automatically getting judged. You walk in the cab, you walk inside the cab, they locking the doors because they think you about to, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. You know what I mean? Definitely want to teach him about that. Definitely want to, I want him to kind of live life so he can balance just having a phone, like being in that phone, being consumed in that phone, and having real life activities too. Because I ain't gonna lie, like I know, like I remember when I lost my gram. First month, I felt like a recovering addict, bro. I was having withdrawals, checking my phone for no reason, like, I forgot I ain't got my gram. You know what I'm saying? But like, after that, like after those for the next few months, I'm like, I kind of like needed that, you know what I'm saying? That little break and stuff like that. Yeah, it didn't stop my everyday life. I was still somebody outside and stuff like that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So that didn't matter to me. But like, just being able to, like, I'm getting played on the radio at this time and certain things, so I couldn't even post, like, you know what I mean? But it's like, I didn't, but it kind of kept me away to a place where I was able to, like, just live more than just, you know what I'm saying, being on the gram and just looking at an algorithm that they actually, like, send it to us and things like that. So nowadays, I just started this. I started this last week, as a matter of fact. Like, I won't even, every, like, one day out of each month, I'm going to just, like, not even be on my phone at all. Like, you know, just be away from the phone and just, like, you know what I mean, live, watch some TV, watch some, you know what I mean, watch the news real quick, or go out and do something and don't even be on my phone at all. You know what I'm saying? Just catch that break. I want my son to be able to have fun, because yeah, we in a new era where it's a lot of technology. But one thing about technology that always happens, it can always malfunction. Something can go down, service can go down, things can happen. And when that part happens, you gotta know how to live life and be able to move in case something happens. I know a lot of new generation kids was never able to experience a real blackout. They never got that version of like a blackout for real, where your lights ain't on, nothing's on, no Wi-Fi,
got the candles lit.
You gotta do all that. You know what I'm saying? What are you gonna do at that point? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
In the daytime, nothing stopped me. We was outside having fun in the playground and stuff like that. So I want my son to be able to have both because
that's big.
This is a generation where you can make money off of being on the internet too. Mm-hmm. So it created a lot of entrepreneurs, and I'm all for that. You know what I'm saying? So it's a balance. I just want them to have that balance, though. It's not really a lot of balance in this generation. So that's I just want to give them that balance.
And I think that balance is huge too, because like I'm like a little younger than you, so as I was growing up, technology was evolving as I'm growing up. So as a kid, I was still outside. Yeah, but the kids now on an iPad.
Straight on an iPad.
So they're not by that shit.
Yeah, so they're not. I feel like the kids now don't have the same social skills that the older generation has.
Mm-hmm. Like men don't even really got to run down on a girl no more. I can like slide in your DM.
Which is crazy. Which is more reason for me to go run down on girls in person. Because ain't nobody running down no more.
Nobody running down no more. So it's like
y'all better take notes.
When you do run down, just know it makes an impression.
But some people don't know what to do when they run down.
Yeah,
so, you know
that's a whole other.
That's a whole episode.
Like they don't know. And in this generation, they damn sure don't know what to do when they run down.
And that goes back to the social skills, being outside.
Yeah, being outside, you kind of like get privy to that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like when I was growing up, I ain't really had no game. I'd come to a girl and tell a girl straight up what I want from her. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yo, sweetheart, you are beautiful. What are you doing? I want to take you out. Or yo, what you like? Yo, I need your number now. Or something like that. So, I ain't even have no punchlines. Yo, you know what I mean? Or no pickup lines, none of that. I'm telling you, know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I done seen some of my friends had a fire pickup lines and all that.
All of that, man.
Get them, you know what I'm saying? And work and all that, you know what I mean? So stuff like that, like, these kids ain't gonna know what to do, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that, like, they might walk up to a girl and get rejected in front of everybody and don't even know how to take that.
Right.
Yeah. Or
take it to the chin.
Here's
that's
what
the only
pisses
way.
me off. I hate seeing a guy get rejected and that he turn and start cussing her out. Like, like, nigga, like you was just trying to slide, bro.
Right.
Like, just walk away.
Now she fat and ugly.
Yeah, bro. I ain't gonna lie, man. That used to blow my shit. Like, as a unit, when I'm sitting there with the homies and one of the niggas do that shit, bro. Because whatever he say to her, it'd be funny, but I don't like what you feel me. Because now she look at all of us like this.
Exactly. Now I'm associated with it. Like,
now I'm associated with your buffoonery, bro. Like, like, throw that shit over there, you know what I'm saying? That ass. Like, just take the L that she wasn't interested and keep it going.
Exactly.
Niggas would be like, man, fuck you then. Oh, man. You know what I'm saying?
Fucked it up for everybody now.
Yeah, bro. You know what I mean? What if she like me? What if she ain't like you?
Right. Now she don't like none of us.
Exactly. Now nobody with it. Look what you did.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Niggas want. I hate niggas that be like that, man. I hate it.
Yeah, I didn't even know how to press until he came back home from college.
Yeah, I had to take him out with me. I said, come on.
He took me outside.
Just told you how to pull up on it.
But you know what's crazy though? Like we say it like that, but I barely knew what the fuck I was doing. So I'm really be real though, because like I was a D1 athlete in college. I was playing football, so girls would just come in.
Oh,
he had it on easy mode, right?
No,
so look, like your reason you go, like it's easy. It was easy. That's why I had no game.
Yeah, that's how I feel. Like, you feel me? This is what I used to tell. I used to because females, I bet you used to have all little pick. I'm like, bro, I never had pickup lines.
Never.
Because it's like, oh, bro, girls used to pull up on me like, or either they'll bag me or they'll tell it, or they friend me like, excuse me, my friend right here like you or whatever, and she wants your number, like. So I ain't never really have to do that much.
Exactly.
Until I got older and I started seeing females that I like. I'm like, oh, I can't just let her walk past me.
Yep. Yeah. Now what?
Yeah.
Like, you hit the now what?
Like my bae now. I ran down. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't. Now if this was me a few years before that, I would probably just let her walk past. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, she got to talk to me. That's it.
Exactly.
If she don't talk to me, then I ain't lose something worth, you know what I mean, at that time. But you know what I mean, sometimes you gotta go for what you want.
Exactly.
That's a big fact. All right, you got any questions for us before we wrap this one up?
So what's y'all sound out here? If y'all could describe it in Delaware, do y'all have a significant sound, or do y'all just like what everybody else like, pretty much?
So it's kind of unique. There's almost like a every time somebody asks me the sound of Delaware, all I picture is a nigga two-stepping, to be honest, is the Delaware two-step. But it's
what's the Delaware two-step?
Oh, you're probably gonna see it tonight if you go out.
Yeah, if you go out of Wilmington, you're gonna see it. That's where it originated from. Bobby Dimes. He had out Delaware. Shit went crazy. Turned up the whole city.
Yeah, I'm gonna tune in.
That niggas with Delaware two-stepping for
come with a certain like.
It's like a.
Do it come with like a certain style of music?
Like Delaware music.
I don't even know how to
Philly
explain.
music. It's close to Philly, like club music.
Oh,
yeah, it's close to that type style. Like I know for a fact you've heard that type sound before, but I don't know how to articulate it to you.
Is it like the?
It's more. It's not. Nah, that's like the shake that shit. It's not like that. It's not like that. It's more like what's a song that's kind of like that? Like you heard the song "Nice for What" by Drake. Mm-hmm. Niggas be two-stepping to that.
Okay.
What's another song?
Yeah, it's hard to explain without just doing it.
I'm gonna play music for you once we done with the pod. I'm gonna play something for you once we done with the pod. But it's up tempo, it's upbeat. But niggas is more so like a little swaggy two-step with it. Like you're not really doing too much.
Yeah.
But yeah, that Delaware sound is tough, man. It's definitely tough.
Yeah, I always wanted to know that because I wasn't like, nobody told me what's like
what's good. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The other thing about Delaware too is they got they call it swagging when you dancing.
Yeah,
I feel like nowhere else does that. I never see anywhere else do that. People look at me like I'm horny as shit when I'm out and I start swagging with
it. Looks crazy
because when you swagging with a girl, you literally just fucking with your clothes on and you hitting some shit behind her.
Yeah,
pretty much. But niggas don't.
There's such place in New York City called Brooklyn, where they do shit like that favorably, bro. They jump over the top rope on a joint. Just
God damn.
That's the thing though. In Brooklyn, it's more like they kind of just do it. But like here, swagging is like it's a specific thing that you're doing. So like you'll be swagging with a girl, she'll turn face you. Now y'all fucking facing each other, like, and you just keep going. But
it's like choreographed.
So like I went to college out in Jersey. I started trying to swag a girl. They looking back at me like, oh, this nigga horny. What the fuck you wrong? Like you feel me? I can't. It's a little
funny as hell.
That's something that's so unique to Delaware. Like,
so you can't do it in Philly neither.
Oh no, I gotta try it.
Shit, we'll let you know. When
I gotta try it and see what happens.
That's funny. Oh man, yeah, I gotta find out. I gotta see I gotta see somebody do it, and I gotta see like the songs y'all do it too. Nice for What is like, yeah, that's definitely up tempo. I can see that.
Yeah,
it's like okay, yeah.
Like if it looked like someone like moonwalking in place almost, that's a Delaware two-step.
Moonwalking in place. That's a good way to explain.
That's a good way to put it.
Word?
Yeah, real shit.
Walking in place.
It's all about the shoulders. Got to put the shoulders into it.
It's such a calm dance. Like you will never sweat two-stepping.
Never sweat.
Never sweat.
Oh, that's fire.
Yeah, it's a calm dance, man.
That's fire. Yeah, nah, I'm glad I know that. Yeah, because yeah, I'm glad I know that. I'm glad I know that from next time. Because I'm gonna want to come out here and do a record, and I'm a majority. 9 times out of 10 want to do something in that vein or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I ain't gonna front yet. I gotta see what it look like, see how it sound.
We'll show you.
Yeah, I probably ain't gonna be able to do the moves, but whatever, just give me the list of songs, like, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Bro, you not a dancer yourself?
I used to be nice, but I don't, you know.
What they call it out in New York? What is light feet?
Yeah,
you got light feet.
You got like a whole like.
I used to be that nigga.
You got like a whole page like dedicated, like whole things for.
Yeah, we made the like light feet awards and shit like that. So it was just really just celebrating the culture in itself. You know what I mean? I feel like that's the most impactful dance style in New York since breakdancing. To be honest, you know what I'm saying? So I felt like to just start giving this some level of prestige. I wanted to give it its own version of the Grammys, you know what I'm saying, just for New York City, you know what I mean? The first one was a success, and we did it in 5 months. So this time around, I'm gonna start in January and have more time. But I said it in like June. I think June or May. I said I think it was in May. I said, yo, I'm gonna do the awards. We're gonna do it this fall, and then we did it. You know what I'm saying? Right. It was dope. 3-day weekend. First day was a press conference just for everybody to meet and greet for like different generations. Because a lot of the kids is put the culture on their back, and they doing a whole lot of dope stuff. They in mad videos. commercials, all sorts of stuff. So to see them carry it, I wanted them to just everybody to link with different generations of it. And me myself, I used to be dope in there, and I used to like produce a lot of the beats and the sound. That's where Love Come Down come from. Yeah. So at the time, this was like in 2009. I think Kid the Wiz just was like a fresh face in the culture. He was like 14. He was like OD. Turned out the way, like, to see me make money off the beats, because I ain't gonna front. I was always a hustler. I always knew how to make money in whichever way. So at the time when I'm seeing everybody have the demands for the beats that I was making, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna just put these on a little CD and sell them. I used to sell them for $10 a pop. Okay. Kill faithfully.
Quick money.
Yeah. Then I used to do little video shoots for the beats, $10 a pop. Kill. You know what I'm saying? And I used to, Kid the Wiz would want to do it too. So I used to have Kid, I'm like, all right, bro, I'm going to give you like half my mixtapes. I'm going to come there late. Whatever you sell, you can have. When I get there, Kid the Wiz will be sold out. You feel me? Sold out. I still sell mines out. And that's what made him like, I want to learn beats from you. I told him how to make beats. Our first collaboration beat was Love Come Down. So 10 years later, that's for it to be like viral, it was dope. He's like a huge part in the culture right now. Period. Well, for years, he a legend at this point. So, Kid the Wiz is like one of the main people like that's brought the popularity to him. The whole Waffle crew, Lucky Banks, a few of them, Tweak Tune, even Tweak Tune come from the Life View Culture too. Now he produces for Ferg. He produced 504 and City of Gods. Yeah. So like it's you got people like Mr. YouTube who's in the UK doing wonders with that right now, teaching everybody in the UK Life Feet. Yeah. You got Crybaby doing the same thing. But he's out here in the States. It's dope to see it even last this long, and people to have. You got all these influencers like Shiggy and people like that doing it as well. You got Drake saying it in the No Guidance video. Yeah. Things like that mean stuff. So you know what I mean. I had to give it a certain level of prestige and do the award ceremony and all that. You know what I mean. I only got a mighty 2-step though, still right now. Right. Can't go wrong with the 2-step, bro.
Can't go wrong at all. Can't go wrong at all.
Yeah, they throwing the hats up in the air and catching it on all sorts of places.
Yeah, catching it on their head.
I can't do that.
They be kicking it off their foot.
Yeah,
I'm like, nah, that's crazy.
I can't do none of that. You feel me?
Yeah. All right. That being said, tap into that Big Icy 2 coming out Black Friday.
Yeah, Black Friday. Nothing but slappers on that thing. You know what I mean?
Tell them where they can find you on Instagram, the platforms you want to shout out.
SNS _ICYGANG. That's SNS _ICYGANG. That's on Instagram and Twitter. You know what I'm saying? On YouTube as well. It's just straight SNS on all streaming services. You know what I mean? And we tapping in, we coolin', we out here in Delaware turning up. This is a part of the tour. We've been doing a Big Icy tour. We did which ones we did so far, Hooli? We did CT. We do Philly on the 9th. We do Florida. This is the first leg. The second leg is going to be Jersey, Boston, LA again, Charlotte. You know what I mean? That's like top of the year. We're going to start doing those. So, you know what I mean? We outside, man. We had to stop in Delaware. We had to.
Yeah, definitely appreciate you coming down.
Appreciate you popping up, man.
Appreciate y'all.
Yo, I mean, everybody who's still watching, hit that sub button. Right now, we're on the road to 1,000 subs. We want to hit that goal pretty quickly. So show some love.
Let's get it.
Follow us on Instagram at official on the low. I'm in the bio. I'm at 302 Kev.
I'm in the bio as well. I'm at BLU13.
And we'll holla at y'all next week.
We out, gang.
It's a shame how many bitches giving out they brain. They attracted to men with status. I'm teaching you the game. Don't you worry about a bitch. Don't you worry about the fame. Just focus on your grind and watch that money fall like rain. I maneuver through these flows like a nigga on a jet ski. Your bitch steady peeping chill, bro. She don't impress me. Niggas tryna lure